And then at a personal level, how can there be a God? I didn't do anything wrong and I lost my job. I didn't do anything wrong and I got cancer. Or my mother died, or this happened, or that happened. And people come to the church and they say, why is God doing this to me? This is a common thing. And unfortunately, it's now starting to happen among the Muslims. Why is Allah doing this to me? I had a brother come to the masjid not too long ago. His mother had passed away. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. May Allah enter her into the paradise. Right? But he came and he was distraught, apparently. And he said, why is Allah doing this to me? What's my fault in all of this? Right? And somebody gets sick. They say, why is Allah mad at me? Why is this happening to me? So first of all, understand some very basic things. Very, very basic things. When Allah said His name to us in the Fatiha, Alhamdulillah, the very next thing He told us about Himself is not Khaliq, is not Malik, is not Ar-Rahman, is not Ar-Rahim. What's the first thing He told us? Rabb. Rabbil Alameen. Rabb. And the thing with Rububiyyah, lordship, ownership, complete rights over someone, is that when if you truly accept that Allah is not just the creator, He is Rabb. Rabb. He's your Lord, and you have no rights before Him then. A slave doesn't have any rights. Property doesn't have rights. My computer, if this is my recorder, it stops working. Do I have a right to break it? To step on it? To throw it away? Is it going to file a complaint against me? No. It's mine. I made it. Or if I bought it, it's my complete property. Now Allah not only created us, but owns us entirely, has rububiyyah over us. He's our Rabb. Did I pay for my hands? Did I pay for my eyes? I didn't. Did I pay for the kind of face I want? Or even though some deviated people do that nowadays. But did I decide what gender I'm going to be? Did I decide how old I'm going to be? What ethnicity I'm going to be? Who my mother and father are going to be? Was any of this in my control? No. Now, Allah is the one who gave it to me. I didn't pay Him anything for it. And if Allah didn't give it to me, was I entitled to it? I wasn't entitled to anything. I didn't pay for anything. It's all been given to me. So the idea of God owing me, which is a very Christian concept nowadays at least, that God owes us somehow. Allah Azza wa Jal owes us nothing. Because He is what? Rabb. He's Rabb. He owes us nothing. He gives anyway. He's an amazing Rabb. He doesn't owe us, He still gives us. But when somebody is born and they die as a child, or there's death and there's disease and there's calamity and all of these things, when they are there and when they are not there, He is still our Rabb. He's still our Rabb. It's just like saying, why did He give me 5 fingers? Why didn't He give me 6? It's just like that. We have no control in these things when you accept Allah as Rabb. He's the Rabb and we're the Abd. That's one of the central messages of the Quran. Because it cuts at the root of all your other questions. When you internalize this really deep, profound reality, you accept that I'm a slave. You walk as a slave. You talk as a slave. A free person and a slave, they have different attitudes. Right? The slave, every time he opens his mouth, what does he think? Is the master listening? Right? He's not going to open his mouth until, he's not going to do something, he's not going to eat something until, I wonder if he's watching. Right? Employees do that. They look at the security camera before they check their email. Or make sure that, the network spy software isn't on. Before they browse the web. We're that scared of other forms of mastery. Imagine if you accept Allah as Rabb. Everything you say, every step you take, every breath, everything you look at. يَعْلَمُ خَائِنَةَ الْأَعْيُنُ وَمَا تُخْفِي الصُّدُورِ. Right? That's the attitude of accepting Allah Azza wa Jalla as Rabb. He's the one who created you in this profound fashion. You think He just left you like that without a purpose? When Allah Azza wa Jalla created us, He gave us these faculties, He balanced us. فَعَدَلَكَ. Then He necessarily demands from us a purpose. Kalla, but rather not at all. In other words, Allah's disappointment with humanity, after this profound creation of the human being, after this amazingly balanced, well fine-tuned human being has been fashioned so that he can show he could be the best of all creation because he obeys Allah by choice. No, the reality is, بَلْ تُكَذِّبُونَ بِالدِّينِ. No, you lie deliberately against the deen. You lie deliberately against, then the word deen is really interesting. Now let's look at the word deen. Deen in Arabic comes from the word dain. Dain means a loan. Dain means a loan. Dana in Arabic as a verb is to give someone what you owe them completely. So the word dain and loan and dana have something similar also. it's giving someone or taking from someone a specified portion that is due back. Right? It's a very precise. Yes, inshallah. One more minute and I'll be done. That giving someone or taking a very, very specific portion that is due back. That is the essence of Islam. Everything we do, whatever we sent forward and whatever we left behind, is being precisely calculated. And if it's good, then we are owed precise amounts of good in return. And if it is evil, we are owed precise amounts of evil in return. And if you start thinking like that, you will think very carefully about every one of your actions and every one of your statements, every speech, every piece of speech you have, every action you have, if you acknowledge that this in fact is a deen. You know when we commonly translate deen as way of life? What this really means is everything in your life, specific portion. You owe a portion to your parents. You owe a portion to your spouse. You owe a portion of your time to the salah. You owe a portion to this. You owe a portion to that. And every one of these shortcomings you show, however short you fell, is being calculated and an exact amount you will be given back. Right? وَمَا تُنْفِقُوا مِنْ خَيْرٍ يُوَفَّى إِلَيْكُمْ. Whatever you spend from good will be given to you in full. وَوُفِّيَتْ كُلُّ نَفْسٍ مَا كَسَبَتْ. Every person will be given precisely in full whatever he or she earned. Whatever he or she earned. This is in the essence of the word deen. The person who doesn't want to accept that, they come up with other delusions. They come with other distractions. Because this is too strong a reality for them to accept. When Allah Azza wa Jalla said, وَمَا صَاحِبُكُمْ بِمَجْنُونَ, they were lying against the deen. They were saying that he's insane. Allah said, no, the one accompanying you is not insane. This was them lying against the deen. Then He said, وَمَا هُوَ عَلَى الْغَيْبِ بِضَنِينَ. He's not holding back information about the unseen from you. Another claim against him. Another claim against him. وَمَا هُوَ بِقَوْلِ شَيْطَانِ الرَّجِيمِ. That this is the word of shaitan. So here, بَلْ تُكَذِّبُونَ بِالدِّينِ. Now, you better know the consequences of lying against the deen. This is not something you can just say and get away with. These words are sent forward. And remember we talked about in the beginning of the surah, what the means of delivery is. First they are recorded and archived. So the next ayah is, وَإِنَّ عَلَيْكُمْ لَحَافِظِينَ. And there's no doubt about it that even again, on top of all of you, and this alaykum, the taqdeem of it, the bringing early of it is the ta'ajjub. That don't be surprised that even on you, there are guardians, hafilin. And our concept of guardian angels is not like the angel, the Christian. So I'm gotta qualify that word guardian first. In all of these surahs, there's been mention of, right? بِأَيْدِي سَفَرَةٍ كِرَامٍ بَرَرَةٍ. These are the noble angels that record the revelation. In the surah after that, we found Ar-Ruh, Jibreel alayhi salam, who delivers the revelation. Right? إِنَّهُ لَقَوْلُ رَسُولٍ كَرِيمٍ ذِي قُوَّةٍ عِنْدَ الْعَرْشِ مَكِينٍ مُطَاعٍ ثَمَّ أَمِينٍ. So this is another angel. And now again angels, but a different kind of angel. So the angels we found were the ones standing before Allah. Then we found the ones plucking the soul. Then we found the ones recording the revelation, writing the revelation. Then we found the one delivering the revelation. And now another kind of recording. What you do when you have the revelation sent to you, do you respond to it or not? Do you lie against it or not? Do you send forward your iman? Or do you procrastinate and leave behind the opportunity to accept the truth? بِمَا قَدَّمَتْ وَأَخَّرَتْ. What is mentioned here in this surah previously. So they are now the ones recording your deeds. Hafidhin. They're archived. They're not letting any one of your deeds go to waste without it being put down. Right? And now even in the general sense, whatever you're doing, they know. In response to this now that they know what you're doing, you better know what's ahead. You can put 2 and 2 together, and you can figure out what's coming. There are only 2 possibilities. There is no third. Just like my friend on the bus. Why do you just have heaven and hell? Why isn't there a third option, he said. Right? Once these guys are recording, and this audit is taking place, either you owe, or you're in the clear. Right? Either you pay or you get paid. That's it. There's no walking away with no obligations. There's none of that. So now here,